In association with Official Wrestling comes A Few Good Marks podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to A Few Good Marks podcast with your host as always. I'm Kieran and I'm joined by
Hello.
Pete.
Hello.
Croft.
Hello.
Candy and Willow. Wow. Gents, how are we? Good?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Today we're doing a double header. We're talking about retired titles, but in kind of the sense that not retired designs, actual championships that have been...
Defunct championship.
That's exactly the word I was looking for.
The Funk
That we would...
Dory Funk Junior Championship.
Yeah, boy. That we would bring back in the current day WWE setting, and after that we were talking about people who we think should be in the Hall of Fame but aren't mentioned very often.
Or people who are in the Hall of Fame, I suppose you could say, and underrated performers in the Hall of Fame. Would you not say that's...
I think by being in the Hall of Fame, you can't be in.
Yeah, there's
there's
not much. There's
Go
not
beware.
much of a higher accolade, really, is there, than being.
But there is some shit in there.
Well, yeah, but you can't call Donald Trump an underrated performer. Can
No, but like, you know, the unsung heroes of the Hall of Fame.
Like Drew Carey.
Like Drew Carey.
Like Drew Carey. Yeah.
you? Heroes.
We'll see, we'll cross that bridge.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, because I've totally not been prepared for what you've just said. You've thrown me entirely off my game, and I'm going to go back on to our first topic, which is retired titles. So, so we'll go one by one, as always, and say your title, and then you can give your reasons why. So, Croft?
For me, there was two that really stood out, and it's hard to...
By the way, if
choose.
anybody's got the same, just say.
We might
we can, and then we can all... Yeah,
So
and
it's
if
not-
we do have all the same, then that'd be a bloody miracle.
I think the hardcore title, now with good old Deanie Ambrose, we really
The
need
Watty Silly.
the wacky dude.
He's so crazy!
The wacky dude needs a wacky badge of honor, and the hardcore title seems like a pretty wacky badge of honor to me.
As much as I would love the hardcore title to be back in the WWE, it does not work in PG.
No, it doesn't.
No,
which is
that-
why I had my reserve one, which was the European Championship.
Nice.
Which I like
I would
the
agree with
idea of. The fact the UK Championship is here might kind of overshadow it a little bit, but at the same time, if WWE are going all in on the global "we want literally everyone" policy, it would be nice to have a title belt that European stars could have.
It would be truly ironic as well, wouldn't it, have the UK Championship outside of the
Absolutely. Well played.
Brexit Championship.
And I think also it could open up doors
British
for...
Strong Stable.
Well, we might as well just end the podcast there, because nothing we say.
I think it could also potentially one day open doors for similar championships, like an Asian Continental Championship.
Yeah.
Considering they brought in that Chinese fella, Bin Wang.
Bin Wang.
Why
Who we complimented last time on a cracking
your
ring.
Asian champion.
You're Asian champion.
Mm-hmm. They've got Blake.
Bullshit.
They've got Blake and Murphy. I think still.
Only Murphy.
They've got Murphy.
That's good. He's
from
single
Australia. On the European thing, they've got Alistair Black now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're only going to start to bring in a few more. They've got another guy from Germany who's in Heavy Machinery and NXT. Or am I making that up?
I'm not sure if it's German.
Would also be nice for Cesaro to have something to go for after James burns out.
Yes. And also Cesaro, because he's Irish.
Sheamus.
Seamus, you mean?
That's
Cesaro!
Cesaro!
Both
Yes,
of them
Sheamus,
could
yeah,
go
both
for
of
that.
them. Both of them.
That'd be
Which
cool.
could be a nice little thing if... Yeah, that could be...
I think now that they're going truly world,
Mm-hmm.
they could do with a few more continents represented.
Yeah, very true.
But they can't have a global championship because TNA beats them to it.
Lol.
If they were a global force.
Who needs global when the universal?
Ah, yeah.
Go and defend the planet. Go and defend the title on fucking Mars, mate.
The universe.
Transdimensional.
Candy, what have we
Yes.
got?
I also thought of the Hardcore Championship with Dean Ambrose, but then like dismissed it straight away because it just
PG.
won't work. Your hardcore matches aren't going to work. So I thought to bring back the $1 Million Championship.
Ooh. Which is interesting because it wasn't really a.
No,
It was only a contested title back in the mid-90s, wasn't
It
it?
wasn't a sanctioned belt.
because
No, not
Ted
really.
DiBiase, he was tired of losing. He could never win the big one,
Yeah.
so he created his own championship.
Okay.
So I thought, who hasn't held the title for a while, and who has the character that probably has like he's an A-lister, probably has a lot of money, can make his own belt if things aren't going for it. I know he won the IC the other day, but give it to the Miz.
Oh yeah.
If the Miz
really
goes on a bit of a
champion.
losing streak, he can't win the IC title back. He can't. He's completely out of the WWE Universal title scene, but he needs to stay relevant. Give him his own title. Bring back the $1 Million title.
I really like that.
Yeah,
That's
I
I'm
genius.
not gonna
Gonna
defend
lie.
it.
I really like
I'm
that.
gonna go with his character, him and Maurice,
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
as
it's great.
as the Hollywood couple,
Yeah.
the $1 Million couple.
That's brilliant. I like it.
That's clever.
I really
That was
like it.
good.
Call me up, Vince.
That's winning so
I've got
far.
ideas.
Candy for creative.
Bro.
Candy for creative.
What I thought you were going to say when you said who's had
I think it's Bobby Roode at first.
Ooh. He's got his own belt.
But he doesn't.
I hadn't
He,
thought about him.
when you were saying who hasn't been in the title picture for a while and has the character to make it work, I thought you were going for Rusev for a minute.
If we were going to bring
I
the
forgot
European...
Rusev was even in
Yeah,
WWE.
yeah,
If we were
Rusev
going to bring the European
That was a
belt,
shame. Yeah, Rusev,
Exactly.
European.
Another one for the scene.
another one for the same.
But I fucking the Miz idea.
That's
absolutely spot on.
that's beating both your ideas. so
Absolutely. I will hold my hands up and say that's fantastic.
far. Willow.
Well, here's a controversial pick. None. Don't bring any belts back.
This defeats the entire end of the podcast.
No,
what are you doing? no,
Well,
no,
A,
that's
A,
fair.
because I can't think of any more. And B, I don't think we need any more belts.
No, that's
There
a
are
That's a
too
fair
many.
point.
There are too
There are
many.
too many
as
belts.
it is. So bringing back any more belts. If everyone's a champion,
No,
The
it's
brand
not.
split
Yeah.
killed the belt because like SmackDown has to have its own women's title and its own tag team champions. It's like did they really don't?
The tag team. I think
If they
the
had
tag
kept
teams was
one-
fair enough, but I think if they should have kept all the women
Yeah,
together.
they
I
should have
disagree
treated-
with that one.
Do you think?
Because if they're trying to make them on the same level as the men, and they go, oh well, we're going to make the Universal title,
yeah.
but nah, women, you can't have your own
No,
title
because
on
I don't
brand.
think they should have made the Universal title either. I think that's stupid.
That's fair
Stupid
point.
name. It's stupid looking. It's just stupid booked.
It can only ever be on Raw because it's a fat red
'Cause it's
title.
red.
It's red.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
It's- They should have had one like WWE World Champion. Should have had one Women's Champion, and then each brand should have had
The
Intercontinental
IC
or US, and then maybe a tag team division,
On each, but then it's.
but maybe
I think
not,
as SmackDown's proved, it's very thin.
Mhm.
The tag
It's
team
very
division.
thin, yeah.
Mhm.
But so's the women's division.
Yeah.
But I think personally that's how I would have done it, and I think that's how it should have been done.
hmm While we're on this subject, I'm going to do mine because my pick,
But yeah, go for it.
again, it's under a certain set of stipulations, but with the Mae Young Classic coming up and the apparentness of getting a few more women into the women's division, the women's tag team titles. Just a bit of
Ah,
variety.
okay.
It's not something you see a lot is women's tag team wrestling. Often because there's not as many. You know, they tried to do it when they first had the women's the Divas Revolution, which is the worst thing to call it. But
No, they had a women's tag belt in the 80s.
yeah, no, I mean
That's
like
right.
when they,
Bring
like
it
what I
back.
mean is when they were
Got
doing
me there, boy.
when they're having the whole Divas Revolution, they
What you
brought
mean,
they
they
brought
started-
everybody back
yeah.
as teams, didn't they?
PCB and all of that.
And Team Bad and stuff like that. So, um,
Three mean sisters.
so yeah, I don't know. So I think it
Right to
needs
censor.
both sides of Raw and SmackDown Live's rosters, women's rosters need filling up a bit more
Yes.
in order to actually have a women's tag team title brought back in. But I don't think it could work. and I think it's also an interesting dynamic because you hear so much about great tag teams, legendary tag teams you don't get, but name me a good women's tag team.
PMS.
Pete, who have you got? What have you got?
I'm on Willow's side here with introducing titles.
Mhm.
Again, there's just like too many. It devalues the idea of winning one.
Yep.
Like, Jim Cornette was on about how the idea of having a mid-card title didn't exist back in the day because you only had like one, say, world champion, like Ric Flair or someone who'd go around. And then the only reason you'd have like a US champion or something is so you could have someone who stayed in that territory whilst the world champion. So if I had to pick, I'm kind of torn between, like I said, the women's tag team and Candy's like $1 million idea
Fair play.
between those two. But
Fair play.
Like I think the women's could work, but not at the moment.
no,
No, as I say,
Depending on
it's-
how good the women are that they have in this classic and how many they want to actually bring over to the main roster, then it probably can work. Yeah.
Fair play. Are we? While we're on the subject of the Megan Classic, when we mentioned it, what's everyone's feelings towards it? Excited?
Very excited.
We'll
Yeah, I think it'd be
do a
good.
special on it more
Not
towards the
gonna
time,
lie, a
but
little indifference.
Yeah.
I don't really know who's in it.
they've
Yeah, I
only
don't
been
know
announced
who's in
it,
it,
have they?
so,
Yes.
but
They've-
I'm not a big follower of women's wrestling either, so...
They've just signed 2 Japanese female wrestlers.
Oh well,
I
they're probably
can't
going
for
to be in
the
it. aren't they?
life of me remember what the names are.
Mhm.
But they've signed them, so it's a good chance they might win it. And they're massive in Japan. And I know one of them has been banned from using the elbow drop, which is her signature thing.
Yeah, I read
Because
about that,
Bailey
yeah.
uses it, even though she has an incredible elbow drop.
That's
but
heartbreaking.
I digress. But yeah, they're in it at least.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see, following in the footsteps of Asuka,
Yeah.
Japanese women's wrestling coming to the mainstream.
It's definitely a side of the world that they're also trying to conquer is Japan at the moment, especially with the signing of the signing of Shinsuke Nakamura and the whole buzz that they had around that.
Buzzsaw.
Hey! To Jerry rocking there. Okay, so that was we're nice and quick on retired titles there.
Yeah.
I think Candy's idea is most definitely.
Yes.
You win that.
You
Gold
do,
clap for you.
yeah.
Do I get a nice replica $1 million title now?
If you want
If you want to buy one, mate, yeah, go ahead.
I imagine they're not too expensive.
I would
They used to be able
love
to get.
to see that.
You used to be able to get like the same as our predictions one. You used to be able to get that and $1 million
Yeah.
one. 'Cause
Well,
I'm pretty sure my mate had one.
Quick look on eBay.
Absolutely. So we're moving on to our undiscussed Hall of Famers, which I think has a nice ring to it. These are people who this was brought up as originally was brought up as those who don't get when the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame every year when it comes around to announcing people. There are the obvious names that everyone says, such as British Bulldog, and Owen Hart, and people say who's
Up until this year, Rick Rude was
Rick
one
Rude.
every
And
year,
Rick
but Rick
Rude's,
Rude got in this year.
who's people who are always missed from the Hall of Fame, who people always uproar about. But then there's a lot of people who don't necessarily get mentioned, so that's what this section's about. So we will start with Pete.
How Papa Shango is in the Hall of Fame. I know The Godfather,
God-
but I feel like Papa Shango's had his own induction. He's been inducted by the Boogeyman.
Yes!
Should
That's
be
good.
inducted by Cameron Mustafa.
Yes.
Should be
Quick,
inducted.
like 10-minute costume change and comes
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, fair play. Papa Shango, fair play.
But
Well,
Charles Wright is not a two-time Hall of Famer though, is he?
He's not a
no,
one
he's
time
not
Hall of
exactly Ric
Famer.
Flair.
Right.
Godfather deserves to be.
Small.
No, Godfather.
Small divergence is Godfather's just been announced to have his own collection on the WWE network. Why? There isn't one Godfather match that I would think, oh, gotta watch that. Gotta watch that. So why is there an entire collection?
Good old Godfather. Do you know
Good old Godfather.
Godfather, Charles Wright has his own strip club in Las Vegas.
Of course he
And
does.
guess who's a manager for him?
Oh,
One of the managers?
Missy Hyatt.
No. My Hall of Fame pick, D'Lo Brown.
Damn it, D'Lo.
Oh, D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown is a man. He's one of the managers for I was going to say Baba Shango's. Do you imagine Baba Shango run a strip club?
You're saying The Godfather has a strip club in Las
Vegas.
Vegas, and you want him to be a 2-time Hall of Famer.
Why not? Yeah, so my picks...
Sonny's
My picks, D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown, that's cool.
Yeah, apart from the fact that I've also met him, and he's a really nice guy, and he's also a Liverpool fan, so that's never a bad thing. Oh no, I've just given everything away. I just think that his work rate was always incredibly underlooked.
He had a terrific head bobble.
He did. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I met him was at a wrestling show in Liverpool, and the crowd throughout the entire thing chanted, "Shake your head, shake your head." Fair play, well played, boys.
Yes.
But yeah, I think he's not in the Hall of Fame, and he needs to be.
He also needs to be part of the Titus brand.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
The Titus brand is going to turn into like Nation of Domination.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Yeah.
I think my favourite
My boy.
D'Lo Brown moment is when
boy.
the Road Dogg dresses up as him. When DX impersonates the Nation.
Oh,
Mizar.
don't you dare be sour.
You should have smelled what the crock was cooking. Willow, who have you got?
I've got maybe two. Defo one.
Yep.
Lord Alfred Hayes.
Yes! What a shout!
Lord Alfred
Completely
the
agree.
staple of 80s WWF. The voice of Britain in the 80s.
Absolutely.
A pristine gentleman. A great manager as well in the AWA.
Mm-hmm.
And a great wrestler in the British scene in the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
My second choice would be Earthquake.
Okay.
Fair play.
Yeah.
You can't beat a bit of Quake.
You can't teach that.
I'm gonna have
You
fun in the
can't
showers
teach
with him.
What?
I'm gonna have fun in the showers.
To be fair, Earthquake probably has one of the most deadliest finishes.
The
In history.
He killed a snake. He turned it into burgers.
That's true though.
Yeah, the man's a killer.
He will jump up and
It's the devil!
Rusev Hall of Fame. Not even Rusev, Big Bath Hall.
Big Bath Hall.
Big Bath Hall of Fame.
Clint Bobsky.
That's the sea.
My creature from the sea. My sea creature.
Sea Creature Hall of Fame. Candy, who have you got?
I've got a person who I started a hashtag for at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
Hashtag Sable, the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Well played, well played.
Good one.
Sable,
tits.
I would great tits. Done. Right, Croft.
Please, do not leave it at that.
Yeah, no, dude. Whatever you say, I'm going to cut it.
She had a really good power bomb as well.
Fantastic
Sable
WrestleMania
bomb.
streak.
And yeah,
She is the
WrestleMania
female Undertaker.
She's
The female Undertaker. I think someone
I'd give it a 21-0.
like her one reign as women's champion is like more than like Lita's combined.
That's crazy.
Genuinely, I like I always say she was more over than most of the men on the roster during the Attitude Era. During late 90s, more over than Mark Mero, who she was just meant to be the sidekick for, and she just got herself so over that Mark Mero just poof, knocked off the map. But everyone remembers Sable. Sable for hashtag Sable for Hall of Fame.
fair play.
You know, it was like underrated, sexy. Marlena, Terry Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry Reynolds.
Terry Reynolds.
Terry
Great
Oh,
tits.
Great
She was so fit. She
The
was
Terry
like, what?
Invitational Tournament, or TIT.
Yeah, fair play. Croft.
I have got the Brooklyn Brawler.
Okay. Well, that's all we cut off. No,
Great tits!
Solely for the fact that he's one of the longest tenured performers, having wrestled in, I think it's 4 decades. I've been quoting 4 decades since we've mentioned
We haven't
it.
fact checked that.
But I think it's 4 decades. of
Definitely
wrestling.
80s, 90s, and noughties.
And no one has topped it. I think he
No,
wrestled 20
because
times as well.
he came back for like a Brooklyn special, and he came in out in a Brooklyn
Oh,
Nets jersey,
yeah.
and Vicky won in like
4
a
decades.
6-man tag match.
And no one's just lost and made it look so good. So, I mean, good for him. I would put him in there. Just to stick around for that long and have people come back and recognise who you are must be saying something for you.
Yeah, it's fair play. To be fair.
And if you beat Triple H, that's first ballot to me.
And also maybe Test.
Test.
Prime boy meat.
Prime boy
Boy meat.
material.
He's a boy, but he could go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'd want hell of a big
That's
boots.
And he's dead, so that always helps.
I think that's been like a serious entry. I think New Age Outlaws maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I'm surprised.
DX because like Triple H is probably going to get his own induction.
Yeah.
Obviously, Shawn
I
Michaels.
mean,
already has.
DX are eventually going to go in as a
Yeah.
tag team.
Absolutely.
But yeah, New
I'm
Age
surprised.
Outlaws.
I'm surprised the Click aren't. There's a Click will probably go in as a
Yeah.
thing either way that Triple H is going. But yeah,
Triple H, Shawn Michaels like 3-time inductees by the time they're done.
pretty
Of course,
much.
Just gotta outdo Ric Flair, haven't you?
Yeah.
Evolution.
Evolution, yeah.
See the
Evolution.
newest table for 3?
Yeah.
So random. Randy Orton, Ric Flair, and Sam Cena.
Yeah, we were talking about this
Mm.
in the bar before.
And it was mostly just like 15 minutes of Ric Flair and Randy Orton going, yeah, and then when we released a pie together, and Sam Cena's just sat there going,
Nazis.
I survived World War II, guys, yeah.
You are right, it's Brooklyn Brawler, 4 decades.
Ah,
80s,
fantastic.
There we go,
90s,
quick.
2000s.
There you go.
If that's not Hall of Fame material,
80s, 90s, noughties, 2000s.
yes. That's how I do my
Noughties and the
decades.
teens. Well, there we go.
Hang on,
Yeah,
did you say one?
yeah, D'Lo.
Do you not remember the head bobble?
Shake your head, shake your head. No, okay, that's all we've got time for.
I've got numbers.
Can we
Any
just?
more special mentions?
I will say he's can't go in the Hall of Fame yet because he's still working, and when he is eligible, he's gonna go straight in. But Paul Heyman,
Oh yes.
Yes.
Fantastic choice.
Yeah.
Kane.
Kane.
Yeah.
Goldust.
Goldie.
Goldust.
Goldie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all these kind of like mid-card guys who are like who have put the work effort in over the years.
Do you think Marty Jannetty will ever go in?
Possibly. I reckon maybe it's part of the
It would-
Rockers.
I don't know, maybe it's like one of them the nostalgia ones that they just pick every so often.
Oh, Jim Cornette.
Oh,
Jimmy.
Jim Cornette.
Is Eric Bischoff in the Hall of Fame?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, he will be.
Probably.
That'll be a
Maybe.
kick in the teeth to him.
Oh
Eric Bischoff at the WWE Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Congrats, Eric.
If you want to eat tonight, though, Eric, you'll come to the ceremony.
Bless him.
Bless him.
Oh, poor
You
Bishop.
poor former WCW owner.
Oh well. Yeah.
Turner.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Billionaire Ted.
Ted Turner.
Ted.
Scott
Sea
Steiner.
creature.
Scott Steiner for Hall of Fame.
Scott Steiner
Oh,
could go in.
yeah, Scott is definitely going to go in.
Oh.
That's his speech.
Oh, the greatest hits of Scott Steiner.
Yeah, forget Kurt Angle's
Everybody
greatest hits.
knows what
So no,
where
that I
I've
had.
been.
That I had a chance of being inducted, but then when you consider that I didn't want no simpy.
Because Kurt Angle knows!
He can't induct me.
And he's not even going to try.
Samoa Joe should induct him, really.
And Kurt Angle.
I'm Bubba Ray.
Okay,
Nick Henry is a badass.
Dudley's Hall of Fame.
Dudley's.
Oh,
Please.
definitely.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Will
Will
be first-
Spike go in though?
Who?
Spike.
Maybe not.
Well, you'd have to get all of them then. That's just going to
Christian
overcrowd
as well.
the
What,
stage.
Sign Guy Dudley?
Christian's going to go in at some point though, isn't he? We said Christian's going to go in at some point.
Oh, of course.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Who do we think might not go in?
That should go in, do you think?
Yeah, and don't say Chris Benoit.
Well, no, he's obviously
Benoit.
not going in.
I don't know, that's quite a...
That's a
It's a
tough one.
tough one.
Should have given us some pre-warning on this one.
Stay with do do. Okay, we're back. So
We're having technical difficulties.
I think, realistically, everyone in the WWE right now that's been around for a little while has got a case to go in the Hall of Fame. And I think it's harder than ever now to choose someone who shouldn't go in. Because everyone's kind of got something
yeah.
going for them. Which, I know, people
I
talk
think-
about
I think,
WWE
like,
not
if you hadn't
being...
asked me before 2012, most of our answers probably would have been Bruno or Pop. Because neither of them were in by then, and I think by that point...
by then
they
it
were
was like, oh well, that's that then, isn't it?
I think with them doing the Freebirds, now they've done Rock and Roll, I think Midnight Express are going at some point, unless they're already in.
No, I don't know.
No, I
Because
reckon
he'd have to induct Jim Cornette as well.
actually they would have to do Jim Cornette.
I think with them inducting Beth Phoenix, anyone can go in. And
That's a slam on Beth Phoenix.
no,
That's a bit harsh.
not what I meant. What I meant was
No, it's
anyone can
Beth
go in.
Phoenix.
Anyone
Phoenix
can go
in the
in at any time because Beth Phoenix hasn't been out of WWE for all that long, and she only debuted in WWE in like 2007, 2008. And you're talking 10 or less years ago, which isn't what you expect for a storied Hall of Fame career. But if you look at what she achieved, she deserves to be there. But
Yeah.
it shows that they're not afraid to induct more recent people.
Yes.
So it shows
Somebody's not going to go in, China.
Yeah.
China.
No,
Yeah.
China will go in now. She's dead.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think he's going to look? Because I mean, he openly said on Stone Cold's podcast, like it would be hard to like think it after what she did. But then
Yeah,
if
but people have done worse.
They have.
Sonny's
Sonny,
in the Hall
yeah.
of Fame.
That's,
She
that's
sells
the
her
count,
ass
that's
off
the
for a
counter
packet.
argument. Sonny's still in the Hall.
Sonny's
Is
still in it.
X-Pac going
is
in?
X-Pac will, which is his point, 'cause it's his mate.
DX will go in.
Because yeah, X-Pac will eventually
Yeah,
go in.
X-Pac was in the click as well.
As soon as X-Pac goes in, I think there's no
free-for-all.
reason that China shouldn't be in it.
They'll induct China when they do DX.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
just
true.
throw her in.
That's true. That's the only way I think she's gonna get in is when she might get mentioned as part of being in DX.
No,
She
I
might
think
go-
a solo
I think
career
it'll-
speaks for itself.
It does, but yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
I'm not
if
saying
you
that she
induct DX,
should.
do you also induct Rick Rude again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
Hornswoggle.
And,
Oh
yeah,
God,
Hornswoggle-
that's someone who we've all got to just accept.
Hornswoggle
Hornswoggle
be
will be going into the Hall of Fame.
He's Vince McMahon's illegitimate son.
He was
And
Raw's
was the
general
last
manager.
last ever. He was Raw was general manager. He was the last ever cruiserweight champion because T.J. Perkins was the first ever WWE cruiserweight champion,
Yes. Well done there.
which is bollocks.
Bollocks to you.
Bollocks to you, Hornswoggle. We're gonna leave it at that. Yeah, that's been this one a nice little light one. It's been nice. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on Facebook. Facebook. Like us on Facebook. We're on Facebook, but on YouTube and on iTunes as well. And we will see you very soon. See you in a bit.
See you later.
Bye.
Fuck you!
Damn it, Candy!
Bro, tradition.